Like there's an invisible wall between you and the life you want to live. Often that wall isn't real. It's built from myths, lies we've been told, or worse, lies we tell ourselves. Today, we're going to tear down that wall, brick by brick. We're going to expose 3 of the most common myths that are holding you back from your true potential. Let's get started. Myth number 1. I'm too old to start. How many times have you heard this one? Maybe you've even said it to yourself while looking in the mirror. I'm too old to go back to school. I'm too old to change careers. I'm too old to learn a new skill. This is one of the most pervasive and destructive myths out there. But let me tell you the truth. Age is not a barrier. It's a superpower. Think about it. Every year you've lived, every challenge you've overcome, every lesson you've learned, that's not baggage. It's experience. That's wisdom. It's a foundation that a younger person simply doesn't have. You have a depth of understanding and a resilience that only comes with time. Your age gives you a unique perspective. You know what truly matters? You've seen trends come and go. You've learned what lasts. That's not a disadvantage. That's your competitive edge. Let's look at some real-world examples. Colonel Sanders started KFC when he was 65 years old, using his first Social Security check. Vera Wang didn't design her first wedding dress until she was. These incredible people didn't see age as a finish line. They saw it as a starting block. They understood that their life experiences had perfectly prepared them for their next great chapter. Your story isn't over. In fact, you might just be getting to the best part. So, the next time that voice whispers, "You're too old," I want you to talk back and say, "No, I'm experienced, I'm wise, and I'm just getting started." Your journey is unique, and it unfolds on its own perfect timeline. Now, let's tackle the second myth, one I hear all the time. I don't have enough resources. This could mean not enough money, not enough time, not enough connections, or not enough equipment. We look at our big dreams and then at our current circumstances, and the gap seems impossible to cross. We think, if only I had more money, I could start that business, or if only I had more time, I could write that book. This myth keeps us in a state of permanent waiting, always looking for something external to save us. But the truth is, resourcefulness is far more valuable than resources. History is filled with stories of people who started with next to nothing and built empires. Think about the founders of some of the biggest tech companies starting in their garages. They didn't have fancy offices or huge teams. They had an idea, a passion, and the creativity to make the most of what they had. It's not about what you have. It's about what you do with what you have. Lack of resources forces you to be innovative. It makes you think outside the box. When you don't have a big budget, you learn how to be scrappy and smart. You find creative solutions. When you don't have a lot of time, you learn how to be incredibly efficient and prioritize what truly matters. They can be the very things that shape your success. So, instead of focusing on what you lack, I want you to take an inventory of what you do have. You have a mind, you have creativity, you have determination. You have access to a world of information right at your fingertips through the internet. You can learn almost any skill for free on platforms like this one. You can connect with people all over the world. Take one tiny step today. That's how momentum is built. Don't wait for the perfect set of resources to fall into your lap. Create your own opportunities with the resources you have right now. Okay, let's shatter the third and final myth for today. Change takes forever. This is a tricky one because it feels true. We've all tried to build a new habit or change a part of our lives only to feel like we're making no progress. Want to get in shape, but after a week, we don't see a six-pack. We want to start a business, but after a month, we're not a millionaire. We get discouraged and we give up, believing that real, meaningful change is a long, grueling, and almost impossible process. It's the moment you decide, the moment you commit, the moment you say, enough is enough. Today's the day. That decision is instantaneous. It's a spark that ignites everything that follows. The physical results might take time to manifest, but the change itself, the internal shift, happens in a heartbeat. Think of it like turning a giant ship. You might not see the ship change course immediately, But that single action has set in motion an unstoppable chain of events. Over time, that tiny shift in direction will lead the ship to a completely different destination. Your life works the same way. The decision to eat one healthy meal, the decision to go for a 10-minute walk, the decision to read one page of a book, the decision to make one phone call. These are the small rudder turns that change your entire trajectory. That first step doesn't take forever. It takes a second. The key is to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the decision to show up today. Each day you make that choice, you are reinforcing your new identity, you are becoming the person who keeps their promises to themselves. Change isn't a distant destination you may or may not reach. Change is a choice you make right here, right now. You can make that choice again and again, every single day. The transformation is happening in the now. So, let's recap the lies we've busted today. I'm too old to start is a lie. The truth is, your age is your advantage. The truth is, your resourcefulness is your greatest asset. And change takes forever is a lie. The truth is, change begins in the instant you decide. These myths are like masks. We wear them to protect ourselves from failure, from judgment, from the fear of the unknown. But they also hide our true selves and hold us captive. It's time to take off the masks. It's time to stop letting these lies dictate the story of your life. You have the power to rewrite your narrative starting today. You are not too old. You're more than enough. Rise and thrive, nation. I want you to claim this truth for yourself. Let's make a pact to move forward together, with courage and without excuses. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to join the Rise and Thrive Nation. And now I want to hear from you. In the comments below. Tell us, what myth have you broken free from in your own life? Sharing your story could be the spark that someone else needs to see.